When you perform lookup, you may need to look up multiple fields. I see many people, they may have to create a supporting column to do that. In this video, you are going to learn you can use the XLOOKUP function to look up multiple fields without the need to create supporting column. And you can do that in 3 different approaches. This is the 10th video in the XLOOKUP Inside Out series. If you haven't watched the previous videos yet, you may find it beneficial to watch those videos first, then you can understand this lesson better. You can download the training Excel file from the link in the description below so you can practice along. Now let's dive into it. If you are practicing along with the download Excel file, this file we're using is Super Excel 10 XLOOKUP Multiple Fields. Here on the left side, we have this table with the sales data, the customers that buy different product family or products for so many cases and dollar amount, and we have 78 records in this small table. Given that, we want to use XLOOKUP function on the right side to look for those customer ID and product family combination to find out how many dollars they have bought. And notice on the left side over here, the customer ID may repeat multiple times because they buy different product family or products, but the combination of the customer ID and the product family is unique. Now, this XLOOKUP will be different from all those ones we have done in this XLOOKUP Inside Out series, because although previous one we have done, we're looking for one single cell, but here we're looking for 2 cells in 2 different fields. As you understand, when you do XLOOKUP, whatever you're looking for, they have to exist in that second argument range. And here, we don't really have a column having the customer ID and product family combination. Like in column B, we have only customer ID. In column C, we have only product family. We do not have a single column with the customer ID and product family being combined. And some people, they may choose to create a supporting column on the side to combine the customer ID with the product family. But here, we don't have to do that. You are going to learn we can do the XLOOKUP function without creating a supporting column on the side, because we can combine them together inside the formula. Now, let me create a copy of this sheet, and let me draw this structure very quickly. In the cell J11, we need to do an XLOOKUP function. You understand XLOOKUP has 6 arguments, but for this purpose, we are going to do only the first 3 arguments. We are going to omit the other 3 arguments. Now, the first argument is what we're looking for. So for this formula in the cell J11, what are we looking for? We are not looking for just the customer ID H11. We're not looking for just the product family in cell I11. We're looking for the combination of the customer ID and the product family. So our first argument, we need to combine the 2 cells together. Now, I don't mean to select this range from H11 to I11, which are 2 cells which has 2 values in it. We need to have the 2 to be combined as one single value. And then the second argument will be the range you're looking within. And if you're looking vertically, this range has to be one single column. But in the table over here, we do not have such a column with the combination of customer ID and product family. Like column B will have only the customer ID, and column C will have only the product family. We do not have a column with a combination of customer ID and the product family. So the way we're going to do this will be combining the customer ID and product family together within the formula, within the XLOOKUP. So the range will be those 2 being combined, and then the third argument will be the range you want to return the corresponding value. And we're trying to get the sales dollar, so the third argument will be the sales dollar in column E. So the way we can do this differently from the other XLOOKUP is that first argument will be combining that H11 with I11. That second argument will combining all the customer ID with all the product families. So now let me demonstrate how this will be done. In the cell J11, we are going to do an XLOOKUP function. Let me type equal sign XL then press the tab key to insert the function. Then the first argument will be combining this H11 with I11, which can be done by using ampersand key. The ampersand key is key number 7. When you hold on the shift, then press 7, that gives you ampersand. Ampersand means and, which allows you to combine two things together. But here, when we combine the two cells together, we're not going to just simply combine the two cells. We need to actually combine a hyphen between the two cells. This way, to avoid any potential data integrity issue in different circumstances. So we're going to select the cell H11, then use the ampersand to combine with hyphen. Hyphen is a text. Let me type a double quotes, hyphen, double quotes. Then ampersand again to combine with the product family, which is cell I11. That's what I'm looking for. Looking for the combination of H11 and I11, then comma. Then the second argument will be the range you're looking within. We understand that in this table, there's not a single column having those combinations. And we do not need to create supporting column to do that either. We're going to combine all those customer ID with all the product family just inside the formula, inside the XLOOKUP. Let me go to the customer ID column from B11, Control Shift arrow down, F4 to make it absolute, and then I'm going to use ampersand to combine with a hyphen within double quotes, then ampersand again to combine with the product family. Let me go to column C, C11, Control Shift arrow down, and F4 makes absolute, then comma. So this is our second argument. We're combining all those customer ID with a hyphen, then with all the product family. And we're looking for that first argument, which is the customer ID 13142 with a hyphen with canned. We'll look for that within this second argument range, which will be generated by this formula, this calculation, but we do not have to display that physically in the sheet in our column. This will remain in the memory, but will be used by this XLOOKUP. Now, the third argument will be the range to return the corresponding value. We are trying to return the sales dollar. Let me use my left arrow key to go to column E from E11, Control Shift arrow down, and F4 to lock the absolute, and then closing bracket. Then that will be our formula. Now enter. You see that finds that combination of 13142 canned in this table and give me the corresponding sales dollar, which is $253,034. Now, if we do go down to find that record, 13142 canned, indeed, the sales dollar is $253,034. So this is how we use the first approach to look up multiple fields. Here we're looking for only two fields. If you have 3 or 4, you just keep using ampersand to combine with more cells. Of course, you have to do some combination in the second argument to combine all the different range together. Now let me copy this formula down with a double click. Now we're getting the sales dollar for all those customer ID product family combinations. So this is the first approach. Now I'm going to do the second approach. The second approach, I'm still using XLOOKUP. Now, as I do, I will explain how we handle this. Equal sign, XL, tab key to enter the function. Now, the first argument this time, I want to look for 1 and comma. I know you were thinking, why do you look for 1? We're supposed to look for that 13142 and can't. I will explain to you why we're looking for 1 after we finish second argument, because that will help you make sense why 1 will be the one representing that 13142 and can't product family. Now, in the second argument, I'm going to evaluate those customer ID to see if they're equal to this 13142. And then I will multiply that with another evaluation to look at those product family if they're equal to this can't. I'm going to start with a open bracket and then go to the customer ID range in column B from B11, Control Shift arrow down, F4 to make the absolute. And I'm going to say that equal to this customer ID 13142 in the cell H11. Let me use my left arrow key to go to H11 and then colon bracket. Then I'm going to do multiply by my second criteria will be about the product family. Again, let me start with an opening bracket and go to the product family in column C, starting from C11, Control Shift arrow down, F4 to make the absolute equal to this can product family inside I11. Use my left arrow key to go to I11, and then closing bracket, and then comma. So this is my second argument. I'm evaluating all those customer ID to see if they're equal to this 13142. If they are equal to 13142, then that will give me true. When it's not equal to 13142, that will give me false. Now I can select this portion of the formula and then press F9 key. That will calculate this portion of the formula. You see, that gives us a lot of false, and you will see a few true over here. The true means those are the record where they are equal to that 13142. The false are those ones not equal to 13142. Now let me undo with Control Z. And then the second part is to look at those product family. Let me select this portion of the formula to evaluate all those product family to see if they're equal to the cell I11 being canned. If those are equal to canned, they will give me true. If not, they will give me false. Now, if I use the F9 key to calculate this portion formula, you will still get lots of true and false. Again, true means those are equal to canned, false are not equal to canned. Now, let me undo with Control Z. Now, you need to understand one thing. Within Excel, true is the same as 1. False is the same as 0. So if the first criteria being met, you will get it true. If the second criteria also being met, you will get another true. And true multiplied by true, which is same as 1 times 1, which give you 1. And if we have one of the criteria not being met, that will give you false. False is 0. And 0 times anything will still give you 0. So that's why we're looking for 1 in the first argument, because 1 will be the one where the two criteria are both being met. When both criteria be met, that will be true times true, which is 1 times 1, you will get 1. If one of the criteria not being met, you will have a false over here, and false will be 0. 0 times anything will still give you 0. That's why we're looking for 1. Now, the third argument will be the range to return the corresponding value, which will be the sales dollar in column E. And let me go to E11, Control Shift arrow down, F4 to make the absolute, and then close bracket and enter. You see, we're getting the same result, $253,034. And then copy that down. And all of those cosmetic product family combination will getting the same result. Now, the third approach will be similar to the first approach. The difference is this. In the first approach, we're looking for this one single customer ID combined with that one single product family within that range combination. Now, the third approach, we are not going to look for only one customer ID and one product family combination. We will be looking for those 10 customer IDs combined with the 10 product family. So we're making that first argument to be an array, not one single value, but will be an array of 10 values. Then the XLOOKUP will return the 10 corresponding sales dollar result for the 10 combinations. So now let me do this formula in the cell L11, equal sign XL, tab key to enter the function. We'll be looking for the 10 customer IDs. Now, this one formula will spill the results into all 10 cells. So we're not copying the formula to any other cell. Then we'll have no need to log anything. I'm not going to log anything at all in this formula. So that ampersand with hyphen, the ampersand with the product family from I11 to I20, Control Shift arrow down to select that, then comma, that's my first argument, which is a combination of the 10 customer ID with the 10 product families, which is an array, because it's not one single value, but will be 10 values. Now, the second argument will be the combination of all those customer ID with all the product families. Let me go to the column B from B11, Control Shift arrow down, and then ampersand with a hyphen, and ampersand with the product family. Let me use my left arrow key to go to column C, Control Shift arrow down, and then comma. Now the third argument will be the sales dollar in column E. Let me use my left arrow key to go to column E, on E11, Control Shift arrow down, and then colon bracket. Now let me bring my cursor back up so you can see my formula in the cell. We're looking for the combination of the 10 customer ID with the 10 product families within the second argument range, which will be combining all those customer ID in column B and with all the product family in column C. And once find the match, then return cell dollar in column E. Since this is an array formula, because we'll make that first argument to be an array of 10 values, then this formula will return the 10 corresponding cell dollars. Now, if I enter, you see that spills the results all the way to the 10 cells. And those are exact same results as we did in other two approach. So that's how we can use XLOOKUP with the three different approaches to look up multiple fields. In this video, we are incorporating Boolean logic and array formula concept into the XLOOKUP function. I tend to think not every single person watching this video will have complete understanding about this. Typically, in my Excel class, I spend a few hours to build a solid foundation regarding Boolean logic and array formulas. However, I do wish you can make the most out of this lesson. If you have any question, please write a comment below and I will answer your question. If you have learned something new from this lesson, please give this video a thumb up and subscribe to my channel so you can learn more. In the 11th video of the XLOOKUP Inside Out series, you are going to learn a way to handle the limitation of XLOOKUP function, which can only return the first match. But in real life, we often do need to return multiple matches. I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson. Thank you.